I'm just a guy who loves Disney and has way too much time on his hands. As always, if anybody from Disney is watching, please don't sue me. I'm here to rate, review, and describe all of your favorite things from the magical world of Disney. I'm File91e and welcome to my Disney News and Reviews. Hello everyone and welcome to this week's Disney News and Reviews. I'm File91e. And I just want to remind you that, again, next week I will not be doing any Disney News and Reviews or another bonus video because I'll be actually down in Ocean City with my family. I want to be, for Thanksgiving, we usually go up to our family's house, our aunt and uncle's house, and eat there. And then we'll head straight down literally right after we eat, we'll head straight to Ocean City, Maryland, and have some good times down there, you know, for a nice long weekend. So yeah, I won't be doing a video next week. Just letting you know, I take 2 weeks off every year. This is one of the weeks. So yeah, I just wanted to remind you on that. At work today, I actually did a couple things. The first thing I did, I printed out. I mean, it's a lot of paper right here. A lot of paper. I printed out the entire list of Disney movies. I mean, it starts with 101 and goes all the way. You got like The Littlest House on the Prairie, and it goes all the way to Zorro Season 1 DVD 5-pack. And it tells you, you know, what they are, where to get them. So hopefully, as time goes on, I'll be crossing these, the list off, and hopefully I'll get every DVD, every Disney DVD out there, every Disney produced DVD, which I'm hoping for. So yeah, with that, let's get right to the news. Now, there's not a whole lot of really big Disney news this week. The Diamond Horseshoe and the Elpira, El Perico, and the Tomorrowland Noodle Station will all be opening for the Thanksgiving week. So if you're going down to Disney World during Thanksgiving, these restaurants will be open. The Diamond Horseshoe, Elpira, El Perico. Just check that out if you're going down to Disney World during Thanksgiving. Should be fun. Very busy. Also, Space Mountain is now officially slated to reopen at the Magic Kingdom after months of refurbishment on November 22nd. The soft openings have begun, and a couple notes about the new Space Mountain attraction. The exterior received some minor changes with signage and whatnot. If they repainted it, put some new signs up, just try to make it look fresh and clean. The queue received a big refurbishment because Space Mountain was one of their first Fast Pass attractions. They really revamped the whole Fast Pass entranceway to make things run a little bit more cleaner, a little bit more smoother. And guests can now also play asteroids while waiting towards you. And it's really cool, really fun. Just trying to take your mind off of waiting, and hopefully, it'll work if it all works out right. The load area also received a lot of work. They added air gates, which will, hopefully protect, people from falling into the track. I don't think that's ever happened, but, just an added, level of protection. New Fast Pass lines, like I said, they upgraded the Fast Pass way to get in there, and just some overall touch-ups with lighting and painting and whatnot. The ride is relatively the same. It's still bumpy. It's not like the Disneyland ride where it's really smooth. It's still very bumpy, but I think that's part of the Disney the Disney World Space Mountain appeal. Just the fact that it's so bumpy and crazy. It's just cool like that. And the post-ride experience and the gift shop all received touch-ups and whatnot. And now some people like it and some people don't. So, but I'll leave that opinion up to you. Some people, just they don't like the fact that the ride really hasn't changed a whole lot. But honestly, really all they wanted to do was touch it up and make the wait just a little bit better. So yeah. So if you're going down to Disney World in coming months, check out the new and improved Space Mountain. It's now open. Well, it's going to open officially the 22nd, but the soft openings did start this past week. So yeah, that's all the news for this week, so let's get right to the reviews. Now, I do want to apologize to some people who I promised I would do certain reviews on this week, but there's two rides that came up from another YouTuber that I really thought would go better with the fact that it's around Thanksgiving and the fact that I won't be doing a Thanksgiving episode, and this will be the Thanksgiving episode. I figured I'd just do these two food-themed attractions. But yeah, so I will be doing those reviews, just not next week, but the week after, starting in December. So just stay tuned for that. I just want to apologize for that. But the first thing I'm going to be reviewing today is Kitchen Kabaret. That was located in the Land Pavilion at Epcot, and it was sponsored by Kraft, and it was a 13-minute audio animatronic show about food nutrition. It was located in the Land Pavilion where the Soarin' place is right now. It's not there anymore. These two rides that I'm reviewing are extinct. They don't they don't exist anymore, except for on YouTube. So check it out. It opened on Epcot's opening day, and it was pretty well received. The show contained a musical review and comedy skits that advocated healthy eating and provided a basic primer on the 4 food groups: meat, dairy, cereal, and fruits and vegetables. But the music was pretty alright, and it went over well. It wasn't the best attraction ever, but it wasn't the worst. The show was replaced in 1994 by the next thing that I will be reviewing, but it ended in 1994. Just because they wanted to update it. But yeah, the Kitchen Kabaret, I watched it on YouTube. I never really experienced it, and if I did, I don't remember because I was down at Epcot around that time. But I watched it on YouTube, and I enjoyed it for what it was. It was something interesting, there wasn't anything to really remember by it, but there really wasn't anything to forget. There wasn't some people like it. Some people really, really love this show, and others really have no opinion on it whatsoever. But either way, Kitchen Kabaret, I'm going to give 3 stars. Okay, the next thing I'm going to review is Food Rocks. That was replaced the Kitchen Kabaret in 1994. And oddly enough, in my old 2004 unofficial guide to Walt Disney World, right here, see, this is an old version I got from a library book sale. They actually have a review on it. But going old school here, what these guys say about Food Rocks is it's an audio animatronic theater show about food and nutrition, a minor attraction. They said to go before 11 a.m. or after 2 p.m. It's on the lower level of the Land Pavilion. Sugar-coated nutrition lesson, 2.5 stars. And it ran about 13 minutes. This one was actually sponsored by Nestle. When Nestle took over the Land Pavilion, they made a lot of changes to it. And this was one of the changes. They replaced Kitchen Kabaret with Food Rocks. It started in March of 1994 and lasted until 2004. This was the last time it was reviewed. It was replaced by Soarin' when that came over from Disneyland. The show was themed as a benefit concert for good nutrition, hosted by Fudd rapper, voiced by Tone Loc. Yes, the rapper Tone Loc. Everybody loves Tone Loc. And the music was actually based on popular songs by well-known performers, with lyrics adapted to the topic of nutrition. For example, the Peach Boys singing Good Nutrition. They were based on the Beach Boys song Good Vibrations. I'm picking up good vibrations. So I'm sure they went, we're talking about good nutrition, that sort of thing. Again, you can check it on YouTube. Believe me, they have tons of stuff on YouTube about it. 5 of the acts used the actual voices of the parodied musicians themselves, such as Tone Loc, Neil Sedaka, Little Richard, the Pointer Sisters, and Chubby Checker all did their own voices for their respective characters. Chubby Checker was actually Chubby Cheddar, so that is kind of funny. And many other characters were returned for the finale, and it was just a musical thing that took up that section of the Land Pavilion. But now it goes to Soarin', which is a much better ride, I think, and a much better attraction than Food Rocks. So I'm going to give Food Rocks 3 stars. It was an okay attraction, a lot like the Kitchen Kabaret. It was an average attraction. If you were interested in it, then you can go see it. But if you weren't, then you really didn't have to. It wasn't a major attraction to see. Both of them had pretty good songs and whatnot, but so that's why I didn't give it a 2. But so it's only saving grace. It was mildly entertaining, you know, with a couple laughs here and there. But if you really want to see it, check it out on YouTube. You know, just type it in right there, right up there, and you'll be able to see what I'm talking about. So yeah, Food Rocks, 3 stars. Alright guys, I just want to thank you for watching this. I hope you enjoyed this week's Disney News and Reviews. If anybody from Disney is watching, please don't sue me. Please go to allears.net, touringplans.com, wdwmagic.com for all your latest and greatest Disney news. I went there, and wdwmagic.com also has a video of the new Space Mountain. It's a walkthrough and ride through, so check that out if you're interested in seeing what they changed and whatnot. There's also a video of the asteroid stuff on there too, so just check that out, wdwmagic.com. So I'll see you all in 2 weeks. Happy Thanksgiving, guys. See you in 2 weeks.